Right, it's a Mixed Supreme here with a Transformers toy review. Today we're going to take a look at Deluxe Class Warfare Typetron from the Siege line. And this is, I've forgotten his name. It's that terrible, isn't it? Crosshairs. Yeah, normally, oh, he's got it right down here. I'm being daft. I've had this guy for absolutely ages and he's been sat in his packaging. I haven't taken a look at him. He's basically a retool of Ratchet and Ironhide. But originally this guy was one of the Target Masters. This time round he isn't. So, I mean, you could pair him up with a Target Master if you wanted to. So you do have that option. I mean, here he is in the packaging. He's got quite a big, beefy head on him. I've noticed. And all the normal stuff in terms of artwork on the side. Again, you know, I really dig these kind of battle sort of pictures that they put in here. Really good. And on the back here, this one seems to be a favourite. They seem to show that battle accessory with literally every character. I don't know why you know, it's not, I don't think that kind of hammer thing is the best one in there. But for some reason they've chosen to show it with nearly all of them. And here is Crosshairs in both modes, so pictured in robot mode and his kind of Cybertronian vehicle mode here. 14 steps of transformation. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to open them up and take a look at them, see what we think. Right, here we are. We've got Crosshairs in his robot mode. As I said, pretty much a straight repaint, kind of retool. Obviously, we've got the different head sculpt that comes with him. So to take a look at that. It is quite a chunky head. To me, it feels a little bit like it's a little bit out of proportion. I'm not sure what you lot think. But it feels quite nice in hand. Looks at the top. This bit here is all painted, which is a nice touch. I would have thought they would have gone with just the blue plastic that they've used here. But yeah, they've gone with paint at the top here, which is nice. The head, again, I don't know if it's the finish on it. I think it's black plastic with painted red, but it just has a different type of feel to it. Other than that, there aren't loads of paint details on it. It's got silver down on here and white on the bumper. Nice silver bit that runs down in his legs. And this kind of tampo paint on here. You do get red paint that's added on the weapon, which makes it different from the one that you get with Ironhide and Ratchet. I've forgotten their names there for a second. Yeah, and on this is like see-through plastic, which is then painted red, and then white paint underneath here. This white paint is a little bit sketchy in places. They kind of get away with it, but it kind of feels, and the look of it a little bit is a bit patchy, and it's almost got the feel and look of a custom where you got a little bits of overspray and little bits that are under, and you kind of got that rough kind of feel to it. Doesn't look great, but you kind of get away with it because it's all inside there. But the paint around the outside is absolutely fine. There's no paint on the wheels, so that is something that you're missing. You do have a bit of battle damage, little bits at the back here, and a little bit of scuffing on the feet. So that's about it in terms of battle damage. They haven't gone over the top with him. Interesting enough, there is loads of detailing on him, but you know, like pistons and things all on his arms and stuff like that. So if you did want to customize him and add a bit more detail, there is loads of detail that you could add to him if you wanted to. When you could even end up colouring in his face, adding a little bit of silver in there. But I think, if I remember, originally the toy originally was kind of those colours with the black and just the red. I mean, it does almost look a bit like a Grimlock head, a little bit. Honestly, but the head that rotates all the way around. You get a little bit down, not much up, nothing really to the side. The arms go all the way around, and you can kind of get it up to there. There's a little bit of wiggle there as well. You do get some rotation at the bicep there, so that goes all the way around, and the arm takes you to there. The fists do they rotate around? Yeah, they do rotate around, so you do get that. You do, I'm sure you get weight articulation in this guy. Is that just really stiff? Oh god, yeah, it's stiff. So you do get weight articulation on this guy. It's just really stiff on this one, but it is there, and that goes all the way around. The legs go all the way up to the front, all the way out to the back, out to the side there, and they hold nicely as well. Good tolerances. Swivel at the top there, it goes all the way around. Nice bend in the knee there as well. And the feet, they're a solid piece, no forward and back, but you do get a tilt that takes you all the way out to there. His weapon is this kind of hammer thing, which you can kind of smash the floor. You can add kind of blast effects to it, so there's a couple of little notches in there, so you can actually add them onto here like that, and have him kind of hitting something and causing a bit of damage that way. The other option you've got is to have it as a gun. Is it that way around? Yeah. And you can kind of hold it as a gun like that. And again, you can then add blast effects on it. They're a little tricky to get in, so you have to kind of pick your blast effect for this one. So I think this one and that one doesn't. Again, these ones don't actually fit in that well for this one. Yeah, so it's only really this one that fits over it the other way that fit quite well. So it works better for the hammer. On the instructions, it does give you kind of these kind of tech spec bits for the different weapons. So one for the gun and one for the hammer. So it gives you this kind of strength, sort of targeting and firepower for each one. And then obviously it's just the normal instructions there as well. So it's all pretty straightforward. I don't think it gives you any additional information. On the back there, just shows you some of the different blast effects and things that you can use with it. So you could probably use that one there. That will probably fit on a bit better. I'll see if I do have that one to hand. Let me just grab another blast effect to see if one of the other ones fits on a little bit better. So I'm just grabbing this off another toy. Right, so I've got a couple of other little blast effects I'm going to try just to see if they fit in there. So yeah, similar one with this one, that just falls out. That one fits better. Yeah, so you got that one to hand, that'll fit okay. And you can do doubles with that one, but again, it's not a super tight fit, but it'll go in there. That's not a problem. And you can also get in lots of other guns and things on different ports. These are Star Screamers, but just gives you an idea what he can look like with all these bits kind of mounted up. Yeah, so you can all be suited and booted. You can put guns on here, guns on the top here. I think that'll look quite good actually with the gun on the top actually. Maybe not that particular one, but a gun like that. I think that would work quite well with this guy. Yeah, I'll probably do that actually. Have him like that and have the other gun in his hand there. So you can peg it onto the side. You can peg onto the back here, so you can have him carrying that and then holding another gun if you want to. there's plenty you can do. Obviously these ones, Starscreen ones, so they do fit a little bit better. I think that looks quite good. I'm surprised that you could have used this one for like a roadbuster actually. I think that would have been quite a good use of the mould. Surprised they didn't go for that. Crosshairs is a bit of an unusual one, but I am glad that they did this one. Be good to see if they get any of the other ones, like Point Blank, etc. Right, let's see if I can remember the transformation. Right, so lift this bit up. I'm sure this bit rotates around, does it not? Yeah, this bit comes out like that. This bit comes out like so. Then this bit rotates around. Do I want to rotate that around first? I think I do. So I'm going off memory a little bit here. That's probably not the best idea, is it? Let's have a quick look at the instructions just to refresh my memory of which bit goes where. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so on the instructions it shows you pulling these bits up. Yeah, so the head goes in there, that bit's right. That closes up, that goes down. Arms come out to the side and they kind of come together like this, with the fists towards you like that. Yeah, and then interestingly enough on the instruction it doesn't actually show you when you swivel that bit around, but you do swivel that bit around so that bit faces there. I was just a bit thrown by that because I couldn't remember quite how to do it, but these bits kind of like open up then underneath, so all of this bit kind of opens up on the other side as well. If I can get this open. Okay, there's a little catch there, and then all you do is you kind of put these together. So line these up. On either side. Yeah, there's a little catch just in there where that wants to peg into the side of the arm. So just line that up like so. He says not lining it up. Like that. I think underneath as well. Does it peg in underneath? Can't see that it pegs in underneath, but definitely on the side. And these obviously will peg in to each other at some point as well. So peg those together like that. That should be pegged into the side. We've got it lined up right. Come on. Go in there. On this side here, you then kind of line up these bits. So, that bit hasn't pegged in there to us. That'll be stopping that. So that was one of the main things. So perhaps try and peg in the bottom bit first and then go with these side pieces. It's been a little while since I've transformed this version of him anyway. So it just takes a little while just to refresh the old memory banks. Come on. There we go. So that's in nice and secure, and it's pretty much then all done, because this bit kind of wants to go into there. So that pegs forward. This bit comes down, and then you just need to make sure that lines up and clicks into place there. Believe me, it is a lot easier than I just made it look. But there he is. It's kind of like a Cybertronian sort of carrier or freighter, looks like. So it's not the most glamorous of alt modes, but it's kind of like a truck, Cybertronian truck, I guess. Would have been nice to see some silver detailing on the wheels just in the middle here. May fix that with a little bit of paint, I think. Rolls all okay. And then what you can do is you can add your gun onto the top here, like that, have them rolling into battle and shooting things like so. And I think there's a few spots where you can add blast effects as well to have him shot, although I cannot see them for the life of me. No, there is one there, so you can have it that he's just been shot, and he's also shooting at someone like that. So you can do that. It looks pretty good. Oh, that bit comes off. And you've got various peg holes where you can add other guns as well. So you know, you can have that on there. You may want another gun on the side there, or add one on there. I mean, you could have two going forward if you want. Slightly off to different directions if you want. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. I don't know if there's any others on the side. There are little ones on the back here as well, so you can kind of, if you've got any of the weaponizers, you can add extra stuff to there. I don't know if you can pick anything on the front here, can you, or not? I mean, you could even add something on the front there if you wanted to, a bit like that, kind of as a battling ram if you wanted to. Yeah, so there's lots of different options with it. Quite a cool figure. I don't really think he's, a must-have or anything else like that. It just depends how much, how much of a sort of affinity you've got with the figure, really, with that particular character. It's quite cool that we've managed to get hold of like an updated version of this guy, because I think other than the original kind of G1 toy, I think this is the only other figure that we've had of him, so it's quite cool to get an updated figure of him. Yeah, he's not really a well-known character, really. I know he's appeared in a few of the cartoons, maybe that Headmaster, Target Master one, but other than that, I don't really think he's really been in much. Even the comics, I don't remember him in a lot, to be fair. But there he is, all suited and booted and ready for action. Crosshairs. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the review. I've certainly enjoyed doing a few more reviews of late, and